By the way, apparently we have in Caneville, there's the possibility of some rotation, so I just want to point that out real quick. Actually, it does have a 20 possible tag, so we're going to watch that one. But
Interesting.
so there is some rotation, possible rotation in there, so we're going to kind of watch that. But, yeah. Okay, so... Wow, we're almost 4 hours into this. Alright, so Bloomingdale getting something. Okay, so Bloomingdale is... I know it's Bloomington. I don't know what Bloomingdale is. I have to look that one up. But, Bloomingdale. So Bloomingdale, okay, that's where it is, okay. Alright. I'm now back. I'm gonna take another break just to get a quick snack in just a moment here, but I saw a chat, I had to come back. So, Bloomingdale, okay. As far as this, there could be some strong winds coming in for this batch of storms. Most likely will just be strong winds. We've got 60-mile-an-hour wind gust on this one, and 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. So, ping pong ball size hail, max, although then again I'm not really seeing a whole lot ping pong ball size, but and strong winds, 60-mile-an-hour-ish winds, and the small possibility of a brief spin-up tornado, just a brief spin-up tornado. Most likely not very strong, but I keep going back to the wrong thing there.
Did something pop up?
Well, there's a chat just asking if they were going to get something, so I was just saying something. But yeah, in terms of that, I noticed that the rotation is kind of a possible rotation is kind of disorganized now. And that's the thing that we're going to see. We're going to see these brief little circulations that may last for 5 minutes, if even that, and they're gone. Pop back up again, they're gone. So, but mostly you're just going to be sustained strong winds through this. Maybe some small hail, but yeah. What is this tweet? Oh yeah, by the way, the summer solstice has actually passed 9 minutes ago. I just missed it, but astronomical summer has begun. Of course, quote, real summer begun 20 days ago, but
It's always summer in the south.
It's always summer in the south.
It never gets below 60.
Unless there's a polar vortex coming through, but anyways, for most of it, it's
Yeah, that
it's
was
always
just
summer.
a joke.
I know it was, but okay, I've returned. I just had the thought in my head about something for the channel. Once I finish moving.
I had an idea of something too, but I guess I'll...
Well, here's one thing. After I finish chewing, because I'm not rude, is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. In fact, actually, there's a severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, before that, for the city of Chicago, for really the northern half of Chicago, and really kind of the northern half of the metro area as well. So Cook County and DuPage County, Northern half of those 2 counties are under a severe thunderstorm warning for wind gust about 60 miles an hour, and also a possibility of a brief spin-up tornado. So severe thunderstorm warning there in Chicago. So.
There's also a severe thunderstorm warning for Jefferson City, Missouri. Until 11:30 Central.
That's 45 minutes away. Okay, so Jefferson City. Okay. So it looks like there are 2 main areas of interest. Of course, there are some isolated storms over there. Oh, tornado warning. There is a tornado warning now for western DuPage County and south central, what county is this? Kane County. So there's a tornado warning now for that area. So I'm gonna hold off on my channel idea for at least the next 20 minutes at least. Now I'll tweet this out real quick. Go ahead and tweet about it. So this is until 11:15, what, 12:15? Until 11:15 p.m. Okay. 15 p.m. I can't spell. Oh, tweet.
Tornado warning for West Chicago, Illinois.
Yep.
Yep.
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry, my bad. I actually need to retweet this because I messed up. Fortunately, there's no edit button like on every other social media. Alright, so.
Kind of understand why there's not an edit button, but we're in an actual warning right now, so I'll refrain from.
Alright. So wherever the circulation is, so if you're in, there is also some curious thing around Bloomingdale. So here's the deal. If you're on Caneville, Sugar Grove, Big Rock, Elburn, Lake, St. Charles, Geneva, do I even want to read all these town names? Aurora, North Aurora, Warrenville, Naperville, West Chicago, Cale Stream, Lakewood, and Wayne. You need to seek shelter now. This is a possible tornado that could be going, that could develop. There are a couple of areas that we're kind of curious about, but there isn't one well-defined circulation. It's kind of maybe a couple of little bends in this whole straight line wind mess. But still. So another tornado warning as well. Bloomingdale. If you are in Bloomingdale, Elk Grove Village, Bensonville, Norridge, the Plains, Niles, Lincolnwood, Evanston, Kenilworth, and Winnetka. This is north of Chicago. You need to take tornado precautions now. So you can tweet about this again. And this is for Cook and Northern DuPage. Elevation of 8.
Also, if you're in the Chicago metro, you should probably start taking precautions and preparing to go into shelter if necessary, because this is moving in your general direction.
Yeah. As far as downtown Chicago goes, yeah, because there is also the likelihood of strong damaging straight line winds, just raw straight line winds for the main part of Chicago. So, if you're in the main part of Chicago, definitely watch this. And of course, we're going to be here to broadcast this as well. But the main threat is strong damaging straight line winds with the possibility of a very brief spin up tornado. But still, regardless if it's a 2-minute little spin up or whatever, if you're in tornado warning, you still need to take necessary tornado precautions. So it's 11:30. So this one goes this one here, the one that from Bloomingdale to the shore, goes until 11:30 p.m. So this is is it Northern Cook County? Yeah, it looks like it is. Boom. Okay, so also new severe. Okay, no, actually that's been there for a while. My bad. So we have two areas where we do have the possibility of a tornado. This one here for Bloomingdale. This one may exist somewhere near Itasca and maybe Wooddale, a small area of. Let me go ahead and change. It's a little bit bigger, and I'll change it to black here. Let me go ahead and change that for this area and here. So this is the possibility of a tornado that the National Weather Service is concerned about, which is why they issued this tornado warning for northern Chicago. Also, this one has kind of a couple of areas that may be of interest, maybe even south of here as well, really south of Aurora. So this whole general area in the western tornado warning is the possibility of a few brief possible tornado whatever thingies, but I wonder if I can use the ORD one, the terminal radar, and see what I get from that. Oh wow! So it seems as though off of the O'Hare one, the circulation looks a lot stronger. Yeah, if you are in Aurora, you need to take your tornado precautions right now. That is a most central part of your home, as many walls between you and the outside as possible. If you got a basement, that's great. Head into the basement. If you got a storm cellar, go into that. Also helmets. If you've got a bathroom, central bathroom, the tub, blankets, pillows, helmets. Whether it's for children, whether it's for adults, you all need helmets. Doesn't matter if you look silly or not. The primary thing is to be safe from the tornado. So,
Two things. One, I 100% agree with him. Having a helmet is incredibly important. Two, there's a severe thunderstorm warning for Kane County, Illinois, with 70-mile-per-hour winds.
Oh, wow.
And
is that this 70-mile-an-hour winds? Oh.
70-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-sized hail.
Oh boy, what did I just do? Oh, there it is. Okay, so yeah, there's also potential of 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts with this as well. But yeah, I'm actually going to repeat the town names again. So, Sugar Grove, Caneville, Elburn, Aurora, North Aurora, Geneva, Naperville, Warrenville, West Chicago, Wayne, Bloomingdale, Bensonville, Norridge, Lincolnwood, Evanston, Winnetka. If you're in any of those towns that I have just named, go take your tornado precautions now. Again, the most central part of your home, basement if you have one, get into that basement, or storm cellar if you have one. And Chris Boy, I recommend go to your safe space now, because this is a possible tornado. It's not confirmed, but it is possible. It's a serious situation. So, if you are in Aurora, Warrenville, or Batavia, or Geneva, you need to take your tornado precautions now. Don't worry about trying to see this thing before you go to shelter. We'll do that. We'll try to get images and videos. That's up to storm chasers, and that's up to us who are not in the warnings. But priority is, if you're in these warnings, take it seriously and take shelter now. There's no need to panic about this. Just be prepared. Just be prepared.
Also, if you're in just generally Western Illinois, you should probably pay attention, as these storms will be Western Illinois, Eastern Indiana. These storms will be moving into your area and probably will have the same impact that it is now.
Yeah, there is also in the future the possibility of these storms continuing over the Chicago area and moving eastward as well into parts of northwestern in Indiana, maybe even crossing over into southwest Michigan. But again, if you're in these areas, don't panic, don't be frightened. It's okay to be a little bit worried, it's okay. But just the most important thing is be prepared. If I can give good news right now, I'm not seeing, I'm seeing areas of possible rotation, but here's the thing, they are not extremely strong. I'm not seeing any kind of very tightly, well-defined rotation signatures on the radar. It doesn't mean don't take this thing seriously. Still take this thing seriously, but it's not...
Basically, just be weather alert, but still be cautious and prepare whenever necessary.
Stay weather aware and do the right thing. So, we're getting a report of a tornado on the ground. I'll have to see when that pops up. But here's the thing, and here's the reality of it. The chance of one person's home getting hit, especially in this situation where we've got most likely brief tornadoes, most likely, it's not completely guaranteed, but we likely have brief tornadoes. Chances of someone's home getting hit or your home getting hit is very, very low. That doesn't mean you don't take this thing seriously. You still take this thing seriously. You still get into that safe place. But that doesn't, just because you're under a tornado warning doesn't guarantee that it's the end of the world. So it's very, 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 very unlikely that would occur.
If something does occur, or even if there's strong winds, it's likely debris will be flying around in the air because of how densely populated the areas is and how many buildings there are. So always be alert that flying debris is a possibility and could hit at any moment.
Yeah, but again, that's something that we are keeping a very close eye on. Do have a unconfirmed report of a tornado on the ground. I'm going to have to wait to see confirmation of that, which I have not seen yet, but there is an unconfirmed report of a tornado that is potentially on the ground. in this area here. So actually, hold on. Actually, nope. It is potentially confirmed. So now this is southeast of Bloomingdale. So this is a report from in Addison of a tornado on the ground just north of my location. This is south of Interstate 290, State Route 83, and State Route 64. So
that warning was just continued too. So stay in your safe place, continue your safe precautions, and just prepare.
Yeah. Also for Bloomingdale, while as far as the main part of Bloomingdale, you are not in the query. You're not directly in the polygon, but if you're in Bloomingdale, still stay in your safe place because there's another warning that is coming in behind that. So if you're in Bloomingdale, you still need to take your tornado precautions and continue to stay in that safe place. Of course, Aurora, you're in this polygon. You're on the southern edge of it, but still take your tornado precautions. In Aurora, you're likely seeing very strong straight line winds. So while there is still the possibility of a brief tornado, it's most likely just strong straight line winds as of right now. But still, in this tornado warning, if you're in this tornado warning, take your precautions now. And as maybe another good thing of good news, I'm not seeing any type of debris. What you're seeing on the right side, in this all purplish color here, this is what I'd probably call correlation coefficient. To put it very, 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 very basic, it's if we see a organized area, not all of this noise down here. This doesn't count. This area doesn't count. But if we see an organized area of rotation, in fact, I'll say if there is and there isn't, that we can probably infer that there is debris that is being lifted or lofted up into the air. And I don't see any type of debris that's being lofted. So, but actually here, it is actually where I'm from, already Monday. So it's midnight for me now, but that's beyond the point right now. Right now, I don't see any debris that is being lofted, so that is good news. But still, I would take your tornado precautions. Still continue to stay in that safe place right now.
Aurora Airport reported a 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, according to National Weather Service in Chicago.
That's probably expected because we do have this strong band of straight line winds that we're seeing as well. But yeah, do not hesitate to get into that storm shelter. I know it may be uncomfortable and maybe tight in there, but please, it is the best thing to do. Take your precautions and get into that shelter. Just please, because while we're not seeing right now any intense signatures, or we do have one report of a tornado on the ground, still, the uncertainty of it, there's a lot of uncertainty, so. Alright.
Severe thunderstorm warning for Canton, Illinois.
Oh, big severe warning here for Will County, Illinois. So this is for most of Will County and most of Cook County. It's just a severe thunderstorm warning here. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts are possible. But here's the thing. Most likely, what you're going to experience in the Chicago metro area is going to be strong straight line winds, 60 to maybe up to 70 miles an hour, maybe.
And maybe some hail might occur too.
And also some hail as well. We also are seeing potentially 1-inch hail with this as well. There is also, again, in these areas that are shaded and that are boxed in red, we have the tornado warnings. There is a possibility of a tornado. So I think it's possible that the issue for the whole area is. Well, that could be possible, but generally, they really precautionary tornado warnings are kind of a yes or no thing, because they're also trying to avoid the false alarm cry wolf effect. But then again, in a situation like this, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you need to get the warnings out no matter what, because not warning it could lead to injuries or worse.
Yeah.
Also, I just dropped something in the chat. I think you need to see. Okay.
We've got some 70 miles an hour. But again, most of this is going to be all wind, and there could be the possibility that there could be just a brief little tornado. In fact, right now, I'm not seeing an organized circulation, and that's good. But I think the most wow, I guess I hit less than 1 mile from my home. Here's the thing as well. Lightning can also be dangerous as well. And that's why you shouldn't go stand outside, because while the tornado is dangerous, lightning is definitely dangerous as well. Is tornado going to hit Maywood? Maywood. I think I just saw Maywood on the map earlier, but I'm not sure where Maywood is.
Adding on to his point earlier, standing outside is probably the worst situation right now, because you have wind and debris and hail and rain and lightning. Just don't stand outside.
Yeah, just don't.
Yeah, being inside is your best bet, even if there isn't a severe warning out right now in your area.
Yeah, tornado gonna hit Maywood. We don't know. We're gonna watch that in the next few minutes. Of course, we'll keep you updated. Is there a real tornado in this? Again, it is uncertain right now. These red boxes indicate the possibility of a tornado, but we don't have full confirmation yet that there is one.
Spotters reported a brief spin up in one of the warnings, but it's not confirmed by the National Weather Service yet.
Okay.
But confirmed or not, you still need to be in your safe place and keeping an eye on the system.
And that's the uncertainty factor as well, is that there is great uncertainty whether there is a tornado or not. I mean, this is a highly populated area. There are a lot of storm spotters. It could be relatively quick to get reports out, but then again, it's nighttime. You're dealing with a lot of inhibitors in the way to see these kinds of things. So it's very uncertain. But right now, there are a couple of spots that I'm really watching, especially near Naperville. We do have maybe some possible areas of rotation. But really, I don't see... can Aurora be hit? Well, actually, as of right now, Aurora is okay. New tornado warning now. I expected this to happen. There's a new tornado warning now. So there are 3 tornado warnings in Chicago right now. This one includes Naperville, Bolingbrook, Romeoville, Woodbridge, Darien, Burr Ridge, Justice, Burbank, Oaklawn, Palos Heights, Orland Park, Orland Hills, Tinley Park, Homer Glen. This is for northeastern or really just northern Will County, and also south central Cook County. So if you're in any of those towns I call out, or in any of those regions, take your tornado precautions right now. There is a possible tornado in this area. Is it going to hit Chicago? We don't know that. Chicago is likely to experience some strong straight line winds As far as an actual tornado is uncertain, although we do have this yellow TVS that is really concerning me. That is southeast of Naperville, heading towards Woodbridge. So we have this. My voice is getting so tired. We have this circulation here that is likely heading towards Woodbridge for the next couple of minutes here. So if you're on Woodbridge, seek shelter immediately. We have this circulation as heading towards Woodbridge. Also Bolingbrook and Darien and Lemont.
Do you want me to update the Twitter?
Hold on 1 second. I'll get that to you.
I already have the Twitter.
Oh, you already have it?
Yeah, this is Jason.
Did Jason send you the credentials?
No, I'm Jason. You sent me them already?
Oh, Jason joined. Okay. I actually didn't realize that you joined. Okay, yeah. Oh my goodness, I feel so bad now. Because you guys' voices sound really similar and I didn't realize you were in here. Okay, my bad. That is my bad. Alright, yeah. That would be great.
Okay, I'll go on IEM bot, so it's showing me everything.
Okay. Here's an MAU. That's pretty typical Sammy to comment on see, I'm stuttering because I'm nervous on those posts and such, but yeah, we're really, I think one circulation that we really need to watch, in fact, okay. Alright, so we have one tornado warning that has just been canceled for Kane County. Here's the thing, if you are in Kane County, the worst has passed. The worst has passed. The tornado threat is over for Kane County. Yeah, so if you're in Kane County, it is all clear for Kane County. There's still some winds. I still would suggest not going outside. There's probably still some wind, but the absolute worst has passed. There is no tornado in Aurora. That has all passed. The threat is now east. This area that we are really watching is near Woodbridge and Darien. So, okay, we now
Isn't that right next to the radar? Or it's like the radar is on the outside of the warning?
Yep, that's the one. In fact, we now have a confirmed tornado warning now. This is a confirmed tornado. This is an actual tornado. So, right now we have
Dip out for a second.
Alright. There is now a radar confirmed tornado. This is now radar confirmed. In fact, I actually haven't checked the velocity. The CC. It's very, very noisy. I don't think I have a better radar, but we now have a radar confirmed tornado. So if you are in Woodbridge, if you are in Darien, or Burr Ridge, or Willowbrook, or Countryside, or Lemont, or Justice, maybe as far south as Bolingbrook and Romeoville. Although Romeoville, it's probably going to pass just north of there. But if you're in any of those towns that I have called out, you need to seek shelter immediately. That would be the most central part of your home. Basement, if you have one, gets to the lowest level as well. Helmets, pillows, and blankets. It doesn't matter if you look silly. Don't worry if you look silly if you're an adult or kid or whatever. Helmets for everyone. If you don't have helmets, get pillows and blankets. This is a confirmed tornado. What does red mean? Well, in terms of red of the velocity, red means that winds are heading outbound. Green is inbound. In fact, our team member just explained that. But yeah, this is a confirmed tornado that's, oh wow. Ooh-wee. So we now have potentially a pretty real tornado in Woodridge right now. So, and the thing is that what makes this bad is that this is a very, very, very densely populated area.
If you're in that area, seek shelter now.
Yeah. In fact, actually, here we're starting to see this drop here. So, when we see this area here, where we are seeing a concentrated, relatively sizable area of blue, that gives us a sign of debris that's being lofted. It's being lofted up high, very, very high. So I wouldn't say very high, of course. I'm not sure exactly how high it's being lofted. See, look, I just upped the tilt. In this case, I highly recommend, guys, if you're on Jira 2, bring the tilt up to 0.8 degrees off the LOT radar. You get a lot less noise. Or maybe even try 1.3 tilt. But this is right here, Woodridge. We have this area right here where there is a confirmed tornado based on this debris right here. The radar is telling us that there is debris that's being lofted up. Now this is a very dangerous situation. I wouldn't be surprised this goes PDS within the next little bit here. But this is I'm just gonna look at the velocity, if we're being honest here. Yeah, the velocity is showing very, very tight rotation. And this is a pretty serious situation. So again, we have this. Could just go tornado emergency. I'm not going to say whether it will, whether it won't. I have my thoughts that that it might. But currently, I'm going to announce some more towns. So Darien, Woodridge, Burr Ridge, Justice, Hickory Hills, Palos Heights, Oaklawn, Hometown, Burbank, Bedford Park, Summit, Countryside. You need to be in your shelter immediately. This is a dangerous tornado. A confirmed tornado is now on the ground doing damage in southern Cook County. This is southwestern Cook County. Likely miss main the main downtown part of Chicago, but regardless, it's still a very densely populated area. So please just take this thing seriously.
Chicago issued a new tornado warning. Radar indicated.
Okay.
For Cook and DuPage.
Yeah. This is actually not a good situation. So we've opened up to the 4-panel area here. The NROT is a 2.19. That just to kind of give justice for how strong that is. That's pretty high on the scale, and we've got very.
I think they just PDS too.
They just okay. Also, we have a new tornado warning as well. I'll go to that one in just a second, but we now have I'll wait for that one, but okay, there we go. This is a PDS tornado warning. This is between a confirmed tornado and tornado emergency. It's not a tornado emergency. This is a PDS tornado warning. That means a particularly dangerous situation. These are not issued extremely often. Of course, we had one earlier today, but we are now seeing a debris ball on reflectivity. This is not something we ever want to see. We now have a debris ball on reflectivity. We just got pinged in the group chat. I'm not sure for what, but I have to figure that one out. Oh man, that debris ball is huge.
I hope everyone took shelter.
Yeah, folks, if you're in this area, please take shelter. just heed our warning and take our word for this, because this is a...
Are you?
And this is also including northeastern Will County, right? Northeastern Will County.
Am I back?
Alright.
Sorry, something on another tab was playing and I didn't realize it because it was like hidden behind something.
Oh. Alright, so alright. Where is this? Okay, there it is. So, let's bring this back into a more comfortable view so we can get a wide range. This is the velocity, so this shows the winds going away and from the radar, or towards and away from the radar. I'm not really complete on this, but this is where we're really concerned about. This is the debris that's being lofted. This whole area here is the debris that's being lofted, and if we can actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 3D view of this, a 3D scan of this here. So we're just going to look at this thing and see how high the tornado, or sorry, the debris is actually being lofted here. In fact, if we can go ahead and get a cross-section view of this here. Here's what I'm going to do real quick, is I'm actually going to take off some of the products here. Okay, so we're just going to issue that there. Yes, it's not going to be easy to see, so forget the 3D view. The point of it is, this is a very dangerous situation. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Now, so if you are in Burr Ridge, time is up. You should already be in your safe place. This is a large confirmed tornado. Judging by the debris that we're seeing, this could be large as well.
If you know anyone in this area that might be sleeping, or might,
that's right,
like, might not be awake at the time, try to get them awake as much as you can, because for most people this is usually time when they go to sleep, and there is a large, I'm assuming pretty large tornado that's in the area, and that could be a very devastating situation if people are sleeping.
And that's the thing that's the thing I completely forgot, and that's the thing that I really needed to say 15 minutes ago. If you know anyone in this area, call them up, tell them they need to get to a safe place right now. And yeah, I'm ashamed that I forgot about that. But please help our warning process here. Help everyone's warning process, and just call. As long as you're in a safe place as well, call your friends, family, if they're in the path of this, if they are in Justice, Burbank, Oaklawn, in Evergreen Park. In fact, I'm just gonna go all the way. If they're to the shore, near the I-90 area, tell them to get to a safe place right now. Also, let's say for this northern warning as well. If they're in Clarendon Hills, Oakbrook, LaGrange Park, Westchester, Oakbrook Terrace, Maywood, Oak Park, Berwyn, Cicero, maybe even Chicago, the main part of Chicago itself. Just get in your safe place and call your friends and family. Tell them to get to a safe place. Because this is a dangerous situation. Now,
what is the track of it? Like, which direction is it heading towards?
As far as the PDS warning, as far as the PDS tornado, it's heading due east. So,
Okay.
but
Is that
also,
line of Chicago Metro?
this is gonna go, this PDS one. This may go just south of the main part of Chicago. But also, if you are in Bolingbrook, Romeoville, Lemont, Goodings Grove, you may be fine. You may not have to be in that safe place. But again, Bolingbrook is actually a pretty large area, so I would still say if you
Even if
are,
it even if it misses the Chicago Metro, there is still a ton of people in this area,
yeah,
in that area. So you should definitely warn as many people as you can. Or if you're in that situation yourself, get in shelter now. Get shoes, get a helmet or something to protect your head.
yeah,
Get whatever you can to help yourself in case of the worst, basically.
yeah. If you are in Romeoville, you should be fine from this. But still, basically, anyone from I-55, from I would say as of right now, just as a precaution, from I-355 east, pretty much all the way to the shoreline, or to I-90, or to I-90. Take this thing seriously. So, if you live in the downtown Chicago area, if you live really, I'm losing my voice. If you live east of 355, south of 290, and south of 88, and north of I-80, take this thing seriously. PDS Tornado Warning continues for this storm. I would say one thing I'm noticing, I think we're starting to see more fallout. And that means that the tornado may still be doing damage, it's possible, but I'm not seeing as many blue areas as I am seeing green. Alright, for those who are in the chat asking how long will a tornado last, we do not know. We don't have any power to control that. We don't know where it is. And also, we cannot say what the EF rating is. EF ratings happen after the tornado has already gone through. They happen the day after. So we cannot give any confirmation on that. But yes, this is a tornado active on the ground. There, so I would say if you are in Maywood, you need to seek shelter, because there is also potentially another tornado that maybe just south, but again, there could be another circulation in there. I'm losing my voice.
This is the worst time for something like this to happen. It's nearly midnight for me, probably midnight for some of you guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
And something like this is happening where you need to report on it, but like your body's kind of just giving out.
I mean, I'm actually glad that we stayed on for the time that we did, just in case something like this happened. But the clear message is, if you are in these areas, just please heed our warning. Please go to that safe place. Because we're also, looks like we could be seeing a lot of debris fallout. So we're probably seeing the debris that was being picked up by this tornado and just spread out. Green on collision coefficient, which is what the product we're looking at now, is not really great. Anything that isn't purple is ominous. Now, ignore all of this area here. Just ignore what's to the right of this. Just don't worry about this. I will show you guys where it is and all that, and I'll tell you guys what to look for. Yeah, still a PDS Tornado Warning, still a particularly dangerous situation. As far as the downtown Chicago area is concerned, as far as the Northern Tornado Warning, it is not looking really. I don't see a whole lot going on in Northern Tornado Warning, but I would just say
They still continued that warning.
yeah, they're still continuing it. But what I would say is, if you are east of Interstate 294, or if you are if you are along 294, Interstate 294, you need to be in your safe place. If you are east of 294, you know what? I'm gonna say it. If you are between 294 and I-90, get to your safe place now. I meant Grange. I think you meant LaGrange, but if you're in LaGrange, you're in this tornado warning, seek shelter immediately. As far as Cicero, you're in this tornado warning. If you're any of these areas that I'm about to call out, you need to seek shelter. And that's Maywood, Oak Park, Oakbrook, LaGrange Park, Westchester, Berwyn, Cicero, Summit, Countryside. I just said that. Clarendon Hills, Willowbrook. Although, actually, I would say Willowbrook still in the tornado warning, but I think the main threat has really passed. But still, as a precaution, there's more to it. So Summit, Justice, Burbank, Oaklawn, Evergreen Park, Palos Hills, Palos Heights, Alsip, and Orland Park. Seek shelter immediately. We're gonna see if they extend it to Chicago itself. We're gonna see. But the debris is really not as incredible as it was just a few moments ago. I mean, we were seeing a very well-defined debris ball. But it's a little less intense now, but check Twitter. I'm scared to check Twitter, if we're being completely honest, but okay. Well, I'm not sure what to check on Twitter, so I'm not gonna worry about it that much now, but
I've been trying to look for any kind of signs of debris or anything to show to the people that they know that this is a serious situation. I just can't find anything right now.
yeah,
Even if I did, it would be hard to like see anything from a distance because of how dark it is, because it's nighttime.
yeah, and just because we can't find anything on Twitter doesn't mean it's a dangerous situation. The radar,
this is very much there.
The radar is pretty much right now. Although it did get mentioned. Yeah, and by the way, this is a very densely populated area, and that's, I wouldn't say it's worst case scenario, but it's not. Yeah, I just saw it, but this is still a very bad situation. So now, some good news. On the latest scan here, I'm noticing the debris signature is nowhere near as pronounced as it was. I would still seek shelter if in the event it does recycle, but it is not as intense as it was just a moment ago. So it's still a PDS tornado warning as of 11:24. Looks like we have debris that was being lofted over 20,000 feet up in the air. So that's some power right there. That is some. That's pretty violent. We're just gonna say that loud and clear right there. And with the 100 people that are watching right now, if you are in the Chicago area, if you're in downtown Chicago, be ready to take your tornado precautions if there should be a tornado warning for your area. We've never had 100 people watching on this channel ever before. It's the first time this has happened, but just please.
Storm spotter can't speak.
Storm spotter
confirmed significant tree damage in.
Oh jeez. Yeah, and
Woodridge, Illinois.
Oh wow. And also, this is the point that we're going to start to see damage reports coming in. Take a look at Lockport. I do not know where Lockport is. Woodridge, significant damage at this location. Oh, man, this is Hickory Hills. I mean, we've got people asking all over the place. Let me just give an overall message. If you're in the Chicago metro area, I love to give out individual information that I just found in Lockport. If you're in Lockport, if you are just in the city limits of Lockport, you're going to be fine from this. Lockport itself, everything is to the north. Just so you guys know, everything is to the north of Lockport.
In DuPage County, the train spotter reports T-storm wind damage. Multiple spotter reports of damage to trees, structures, and power lines.
Wow.
And it says probable tornado. And then near 75th and James and Woodridge, debris on I-355.
Joliet. Joliet, as far as Joliet, is clear from the tornado. It might get some strong winds and some very heavy rain, but Joliet is not in this tornado. I still will not go outside. I still would advise to stay away from windows because of that strong wind, but there is no tornado threat in Joliet as of right now.
I believe a severe thunderstorm is in effect for Joliet right now, though. So still seek shelter as much as you can.
Okay,
Wait for it to pass so you can go outside.
The PDS part of this tornado warning, it's no longer PDS, but there is still a confirmed tornado warning. It's just been updated here. So if you are in Darien, if you are in Lemont, or Burr Ridge, you are in the clear for this. So report significant damage at this location from this tornado. Tree damage is significant, house damage as well. This is in Woodridge. Naperville. As far as Naperville, you are in the all clear. I would say if you are west of I-355, yeah. If you are west of I-55, which is... Why does it keep doing that? Which is this highway here. If you are west of this area here, if you're west of here, you are safe from... but... the tornado threat, there is no tornado threat west of the line that I've drawn here. And this is west. Know your coordinates. This is west. This is east. This right here, this is east. And this way is west. So, if you're west of I-55, if you're in Will County, there is no tornado risk as of right now. Currently we are seeing significant damage reports from this as well. But right now, as of right now, I don't see any signature defining a tornadoes. So, still, if you're in these warnings, still seek shelter immediately. And that's the other thing as well. It's not just a tornado, but it's also the strong damaging straight line winds. Right now, if you're in this area, it's probably pouring down rain. It's probably raining cats and dogs at this point. But the main tornado risk is in Central Cook County, is in Middle Central Cook County. That is where the tornado threat is. If you're in Joliet or Lockport, or Evanston, or maybe Chicago Heights, or Oak Forest, it's probably pouring down rain, thunder, lightning, very loud. Tornado risk is near areas like Palos Hills and Burbank and Oaklawn and Evergreen Park, maybe near Cicero as well. That's the main risk right there. And be ready in downtown Chicago. If you're in downtown Chicago, just be ready. We'll let you know if there is a tornado warning. But at this time, for immediate downtown Chicago, there is not. It's okay. I'm gonna take a minute because my voice is literally dying.
Okay, I can take over for a second. Uh,
Okay.
if the tornado warning has lifted from your area, do not go outside because you can still get strong winds, hail, lightning, heavy rain, debris can be falling from behind. Stay inside until an all clear is given by like a local weather station, or if a police happens to be driving by and says it's an all clear, something like that. But don't go outside immediately after a warning is lifted because you can be struck by debris, struck by lightning, you know, can fall over from like heavy rains and winds. It's just not a good idea.
Also, as well, guys, please do not try to go out after the storm and try to go look at damage and try to help out. That is for emergency crews. Do not be in the way of emergency crews. Um, just stay out of the way, just stay home, and just relax from all this. Don't try to be in the way, don't try to be a hindrance. And I know people are curious, I know people want to try to help out, but emergency crews are there for a reason. Please let them do their job. That's the thing. Now, I'm not opposed to going towards family or calling your family and friends and asking if they're okay. That is something you should do. Make sure your friends and family are okay. And if you have damage at your place or you see damage or anything like that, make sure to report it safely. But the biggest priority is to be safe. But obviously, still don't go out when there's a tornado warning.
There's a severe thunderstorm warning for let me go pull up the thing.
Okay, so it's pretty much all, not all, but northern and central Will County, and the southern half of Cook County. So there is a severe thunderstorm warning still for Manhattan, Joliet, Lockport, Chicago Heights, Oak Forest, and all those areas there. So will it be a tornado in Chicago? We don't know that yet. Most likely not. I'm not seeing any really well-defined circulation as of right now. I would still say the circulation near Evergreen Park and Oak Lawn is still there. What does the red part mean? So the red part here, that basically just means that winds are going outbound from the radar. So the radar site detects winds going towards and from it. That's just kind of a basic understanding. But yes, Evergreen Park, it's on the edge of this, but still, there could be some circulation there. If you're in Evergreen Park, Nathan ES guy says my house got severely damaged. Wow.
It's kind of hard to say this, but if your house got severely damaged and there's still a warning overhead, try to stay in your safe spot. It sucks, like 100%. I understand it. But if you come out and another storm hits and you get trapped underneath that, that'd be just awful. But please stay in your safe space until the storm passes, and then you can go out and look at the damage and try to salvage stuff.
I just want to say something. I'm praying for everyone in there. This is a horrible situation. Me myself, I'm having a hard time trying to get everything out. By the way, this is a picture, possibly of that tornado there. So, by the way, if you are in a safe position or anything like that, and you want to send in any photos or videos of this thing that you have found, of this tornado or storm, and you're in a safe position to do that, feel free to send us in photos and videos. In fact, I'll put this in.
I think
Also, send pictures to the National Weather Service in Chicago.
Firstly,
yeah, for real.
Yeah. Firstly, send pictures in the National Weather Service. That's going to really help them. with that. But if you want to send us photos and videos so we can show them for proof, for absolute proof, then feel free to do that. That's up to you. There's also a very large severe thunderstorm warning, again, just for winds. Is it possible tornado tagged? Oh yeah, that's also that as well. But 70-mile-an-hour winds are also possible. Of course, chat is moving at fast pace. I'm having a very hard time trying to catch up with chat here. So if I don't respond to your messages, our team might.
I think the Weather Channel Twitter summed our position up pretty easily. The tornado has weakened significantly, but there's still plenty of other damage and plenty of other destruction that's possible.
Yeah, the
So
tornado.
in your safe space, basically.
The tornado has most likely weakened to.
They fired the tornado warning for Cook County.
Huh, what's that?
The tornado warning for Cook County got expired.
Canceled. Yeah, it just got canceled. So there is, if you are in these areas that had this tornado warning, you are free to come out of your safe space. Still stay away from windows because of that strong wind, but still don't go outside. But that tornado warning has expired, except for this tornado warning to the north, which really, in my opinion, I think is just a dud warning that I think they're going to cancel pretty quickly here.
A spotter in Rogers Park, Illinois, confirmed 3 inches of water, which brings up another point. Flooding is still a major concern with these storms. Flash flooding,
yeah,
still
can
cause damage. So
DuPage
try to stay in a higher place. Try to make sure you don't go out in the roadways. Turn around, don't drown.
yeah. Actually,
there's reported 3 injured in DuPage County, Illinois, and gas leaks are reported.
Yeah, 3 injured.
Oh,
All right.
God.
I'm gonna be back in just a second because I need to take a little bit of a breather real quick. So I'll be back in just a moment. So yeah, I'll be back in just a second.
Okay. Sounds good.
Both of them.
I'll try to
They
answer
canceled the
anything in
other
chat that comes
tornado
up.
warning.
Oh, okay, good. If anyone in chat has a question, I'll try to answer. But yeah, stay in as much of a safe position as you can. It's hard because there's multiple different effects that are possible. You have wind damage, flood damage. It's a very hard situation to be in. But wait until it's over. It's much better to be inside than go outside and survey the damage early and possibly get stuck in something else. I don't.
We don't really know how big the tornado is yet, or like how big it was.
Yeah, there's no real proof of anything yet. That will most likely come later whenever they do the report of the.
Even if you're not under a severe thunderstorm warning, if you still hear thunder, you should still obviously like go indoors because you can still get struck by lightning.
The tornado is, well, it had multiple locations because it moved, but there was definitely damage in Woodbridge. Uh, Probably multiple other places too.
Alright, so let me just give an update on what's currently happening right now. As of what's happening right now, mainly we're just seeing wind. We're mainly just seeing wind. It's wind and rain. Wind and rain. But really there is that's about it. It's so yeah. Anything else that I've missed while I was gone?
The tornado warning. The other one was.
Okay, the other one was canceled. Actually, there is another report. This is to the north. This is in Addison. Apparently, half-inch diameter tree broken in the middle of Lake Street between Villa and Ellsworth from previously reported tornado. By the way, is your guys' sound going out onto the stream? Just curious.
I just pulled the stream up on a different computer so I can read chat, and
I did the same thing, but
both of our audio.
mine's like muted
Oh,
because I'm listening to the call.
wait, but is hold on, what is this?
When I was listening
yeah,
earlier,
yeah,
I could hear your guys' voices fine.
Okay, yeah, it's fine because I wasn't sure if your guys' sound was in or not because I didn't check.
Mine might be blipping in and out mostly because my voice is kind of shaky.
My voice is too. I mean, I am not doing well right now, but I'm going through it.
I'm praying that everyone's okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is.
I don't pray, but yeah, I just can't imagine. Like, this is an awful situation to be in.
But I really just pray that everyone is okay, and I just hope that no one died tonight. I mean, it's not something that I really want to say, because it sounds just so bad, but I'm glad we stayed on for the time that we did, because my gut was telling me to stay on.
Yeah.
But this is unbelievable what just happened. So
I mean, we were talking earlier about how wild this year was, and I guess it proved us wrong again how wild it can be. It's just
I was like, and the thing is that if I'm not sure who was here, an hour and a half ago, but we were talking about tornado horror stories and all of that, and yeah, so it kind of it just really, it's not good, but I'm willing to reach out to everyone who has been affected by this, whether it's whether they've been affected by it or someone they know has been affected by it. I'm gonna pray. Not doing stream. I'm not that kind of person.
One of the severe thunderstorm warnings got expired for Cook County.
Is that okay? So okay. So as of 11:50 or so, they shrunk that big warning in Will and Cook County, and they canceled that one north of Chicago, or in Chicago. So, but as of right now,
Hey, I'm gonna drop in a picture of or a video of storm damage.
okay. I actually do want to just kind of give a brief of what's going on right now. As of right now, there are no active tornado warnings. As far as the tornado threat, I know this map may look scary to some, but as of right now, as far as the threat of a tornado, there is not really a threat for a tornado right now. Maybe a couple of areas in here with maybe a brief tornado, brief spin up, but there's no great concern for a tornado, especially no concern like what we have seen earlier. What you're seeing in velocity is just strong straight line winds. That's all you're seeing right now. But as far as the tornado threat for Chicago, the tornado threat for the main downtown part of Chicago is over. I know some people are confused by velocity. I know it's confusing, but please take my word for it. Right now, there is no active tornado. Now, as of right here near Crete and Goldenau, Goodenow, there may be a small little kink in for rotation, but as of right now, all we're looking at right now is just strong straight line winds. So, we've got apparently a big tree down in Naperville. Damage in Darien. I'm gonna show a video. This is from Richard Bodie. I hope I don't get any copyright to him, but I'm just gonna skip through. I'm not gonna, but mostly just trees down. Don't see any like structural damage, but mostly just trees down. The reason why I'm flipping through is because I don't want to get any copyright troubles. So just wanted to point that out there. And chat is just raging. Can't even really answer a lot of questions. What I would suggest is when you're in a safe place, is Aurora safe from tornadoes right now or occurring in the future? The severe threat for where is it? I can't even find out. The severe threat for Aurora is over. Basically, the severe threat from I-80 north, except unless you're in Will County or any place in Indiana, in Lake County, the severe threat's not over, but for most of it, it is over. So, oh boy. Do we have any reports from Twitter or anything? I know I saw a damage video, but
I'll go look at Twitter.
of course, then there's this image that I showed earlier. In fact, I'll show it. Is it on here? Yeah, here it is. Oops. Wait. Okay, no. So here is that photo. This, of course, there actually is apparently no credit to this, but here's the credit. No, it's not the credit. No, but I'm not sure who posted this exactly. I saw it on someone else's post, but whoever posted this, if you contact me, then I'll reach out to you and give you credit. But that is a photo of the tornado that came through Illinois, the Chicago area earlier. So,
Even though there's not that many reports or that many pictures of or videos of severe damage, that doesn't mean it's not there. It's literally midnight in Chicago right now. So it's likely there isn't much ability to report, or cell towers might be down, or there's plenty of ways to explain why there's not that many reports. But this was a serious situation that just occurred.
I actually just realized that Daily Dose of Internet. You might have seen him on YouTube. He makes these 3-minute videos and all that. And I just actually made a big mistake. And I literally just had I thought it wasn't actually his because it was such a big following. But apparently he lives in the Chicago area. And this tornado came through his area. So that is my bad on me. I deeply apologize for that. Mistake here, but that just looks violent in there. But yeah, Darius of Internet has caught this tornado going right through the area. I pray he's safe. I really pray that everyone is safe in that area. In fact, Woodridge is trending on Twitter. I'm not even gonna look at that. I'm not even shut on stream. Because I already know what I'm going to see in there. But
if you are in the rest of Illinois, there's still a slight chance that a brief spin up might occur. There will definitely be strong winds, possibility of hail, heavy rain, lightning. There's still impacts, but probably not as much as we just saw.
No. I mean, and also, but before this tornado for Chicago just struck, I mean, I said, okay, we're going to have a little brief spin-up tornado, and that was bad on me. But then again, it actually was relatively short-lived. It felt like an eternity, but it was, 20, 30 minutes? Of course, that really doesn't matter. I mean, the damage was still done. Mass casualty incident in Naperville. Ugh.
SPC issued Severe Thunderstorm Watch 298.
298 for where?
It's not exactly loading, but on all blocks it shows portions of CLE, portions of DTX, basically Michigan. Or parts of Michigan.
Okay, so
parts of
Michigan.
Indiana.
Okay, so that would be southern Michigan, northeastern
New tornado
Indiana.
warning for Will County.
Oh boy, that's
and Jasper.
Yeah, someone on Twitter just said that there's a possible tornado or a possible spin up near Crete, Illinois.
Okay, I kind of expected this a little bit because I did see those little kinks in there. There's a new tornado warning now. This is not the same area as Chicago, but this is for Lake, Jasper, and Porter counties. So, this also includes a small part of Will County. It's, again, for this line here that is producing these areas here, right? I hate when it keeps getting that thick. For right here, and potentially right there. So we've got a couple of areas where we could see some rotation. If you are in Merrillville, Sherrville, St. John, Crown Point, Winfield, Cedar Lake, Dale, Cardia, Lowell, Shelby, Roselawn, DeMott, Hebron, Wheeler, Hobart, and Lake Station. And this is in Indiana. Also, if you are in Beecher, take your tornado precautions now. This is a possible tornado. There's a possible tornado in Lake, Porter, and say Jasper and Newton counties in Indiana. Also a small segment of eastern Will County. You know what I'm gonna do? For you guys, let's see. Where did you last talk in the chat? Ray? So I can make you a moderator. Actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna make Evan a moderator. So he's been in the chat quite a while, and I've got no way to moderate this. I don't have any type of time for that.
My account name on there is Ray_Violet.space13.
Okay, then I'll add you on there.
I can type in just a second.
There we go. I just did it. So now, we have some chat mods here because I've got no way to moderate right now. There's no way for me to do that. Should be for 5 hours now. Good grief. But yeah, we have another concern for tornado. I think the biggest concern is going to be near Cedar Lake. There could also be a couple of other circulations within this line here that may spin up and such. So really, I'm just adding you guys if moderated if there's a troll in the chat or if anything like that. But right now I don't see any right now. Alright, so I'm seeing this spot near Cedar Lake that could spin up. What I want to do is I'm just going to bring that back to that. But do have a possible circulation near Cedar Lake or a possible tornado in that area. So if you're in Cedar Lake, Lake Deocarlia, Lowell, Crown Point, Winfield, Merrillville, Hobart, Hebron, DeMott, Shelby, Rosewan, and Schneider. With Shelby, take your train precautions, get to that safe place, and everything will be alright. I'm going to share this to Twitter here.
For the person asking about Calumet City, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning, so I'd just still stay in.
Yeah, just if you're under severe thunderstorm warning and you were just hit by that tornado, stay safe, stay in your safe space until the warnings have passed, and even a little bit after the warnings have passed. If you happen to see something on radar that you think looks pretty nasty, just try to make sure you're safe. I don't even know what to say. It's just...
If you hear lightning, you're if you hear thunder, you're close enough to be struck by lightning.
Yeah, that is true. That's usually the warning sign. Is if you still hear lightning, you should probably still be in, because yeah.
There's 11 shaking in fear. And I know that a lot of people are shaken up, and it is very understandable why people are shaken up, and and potential trauma from this. But here's the thing: is that I know this is a terrible situation. I personally have not been through a strong violent tornado. I've been through tornadoes before. I haven't been hit by one, but I've been in warnings before. I've had a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot of, but I've had several close calls before. And I'm, it's not fun. I understand a lot of people are shaken up, young and old. But understand that everything's going to be okay, and we're going to continue to provide coverage for you guys, and we all pray, we pray that all of you are okay, that everyone is safe, that everyone does the right thing. We're all going to get through this together. The recovery process might be long, but trust me, we're all going to get through this together. And we're all going to come out stronger than ever after this. So...
A little bit of good news. ILX canceled severe thunderstorm watch for Cass, Bolton, Knox, Logan, Marshall, Mason, Maynard, Morgan, Piera, Sangamon, Tyler, Scott, Stark, Tazewell, and Woodford counties in Illinois. The severe thunderstorm watch has been canceled for those counties.
I did have a picture sent to me. I'm not going to share it because it does have a watermark, so that probably means that it is copyrighted. If you want to see it, it is from Matt Smith. It is a picture of a tornado going... It was just a picture of the tornado in Chicago. So that's that. So do have a picture there, but I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna show any pictures of. I'm not gonna show any pictures of tornadoes, even though I just opened up Twitter. I hit the wrong one. Because I don't want to get in trouble for copyright. I want to keep my channel for a little while. Tornado just stopped me. Oh boy. But so let's see. We do have a couple of little circulations that could be popping up here, especially near South Haven or Portage. That's along I-80 there. Could also be one near Lowell and Lake. I hate saying this one. Lake de Alcaldia. Could be a couple of circulations popping up there. We're gonna watch those. If they turn into anything, then we'll cover that. But currently, we don't have any confirmation of those tornadoes or those possible tornadoes, anything like that. So.
Severe thunderstorm warning for Cook and Will County, Illinois has been expired.
Okay, so as far as an update on Joliet, Lockport, Manhattan, Chicago, Oakland, the worst has passed. The worst is over. If you're in these areas and you want to go to sleep, you can go to sleep. If you're in Chicago and you can go to sleep, you want to go to sleep, it is the severe threat has passed. You may hear some residual thunder, but those are storms that are away. But at this moment, the worst has passed. Areas like Naperville, Chicago, Joliet, Lockport, Oakland, Evanston, LaGrange. So, yeah. Near velocity, I don't see any well-defined circulations right now. I mean, we do have a couple of areas of interest that we might want to keep a close eye on. I think the one that really looks like trouble is the one near South Haven and Portage, but yeah.
Yeah. Woodridge is trending on Twitter. I don't even really want to know what that is, because, like, I'm really just scared to figure out the damage of the whole thing.
I mean, okay, well, also the thing is that Naperville is also trending as well. Whitefoot is also trending, even though I hate it with guts. Anyway, but apparently some estimates, according to the TDS, which this is just an estimation, the TDS has the possibilities up to EF3, EF4 range. Now, I'm not saying this tornado is going to be EF3, EF4. I'm not saying that. But just by the VROT, which is the vertical rotate, I forgot what that stands for, but the TDS height, tornado breeze signature.
I'm going to drop something in here. I don't think you can play it on stream, and I would prefer if you wouldn't, but if you want to watch it,
Right. Apparently, tornado traveled through 10 to 11 miles through a populated area, or through populated areas.
They dropped the tornado warning for the part of Illinois, or like they only dropped the Illinois part. They continued it for the Indiana counties.
Oh dang! Wow.
New tornado warning for Van Buren, Michigan. Radar indicated.
Yeah, that video was awful. Not awful that video was bad, but just the damage in that video. Oh man.
I don't even know how to say this. Apparently, there's major fires in Woodridge right now.
Jeez.
According to someone on Twitter. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, and also here's the other thing as well. Just because the tornado has passed, there are also other hazards as well. And that could be fires. That can be, of course, there's still rain. Of course, you're not going to melt in the rain, but also there's a tornado warning in Van Buren County, Michigan. I'll get to that in just a second. But there are also other threats that could be from damage or down power lines. So you have to really be careful. That's why it's also advised to stay home in this situation, because you don't want to be out there not knowing what you're doing, and then you become another, and then we really don't want people getting hurt by hazards either as well. So just stay home and just relax and rest. And I know we're all shaken up by this. This is very, very terrible news, but it's best just to stay home and stay out of the way, because you don't want to be hurt by the other hazards as well.
I'm just going to put it pretty bluntly. If if you get killed because of a hazard that occurred after a storm, then that's just more deaths on top of what would already be a tragic situation. So it would be best just to stay home. It sucks because my first instinct would be go out and help people. But if these storms are still passing over an area, then it would be best just to stay home and shelter until they're all gone.
Yeah, and really it's not because we just don't want a number to go higher. I mean, yeah, the number going higher is sad, but here's the thing: it's that every life is precious, and whether it's a death from a tornado, whether it's a death from another hazard or whatever it is, it's still very, very tragic. And I'm a people person. I don't want people to be hurt by it. I don't want to hear names of people who wanted to try to help out, not knowing what they're doing, and then they got hurt because
there's a new tornado warning.
Yeah, there's a new tornado warning now for northeastern. I keep forgetting what county this is. Northeastern Porter County. This includes Chesterton, Crocker, and that's about it. So basically, along I-80, possible tornadoes going to be traveling along the I-80 corridor. There's also one up here in Van Buren, Michigan. But
okay, I was gonna add on to what I said earlier. After the Joplin tornado, someone tried to get out and help people and was struck by lightning and killed, which, it's awful. I don't want to really bring it up, but that's just to kind of, prove my point. Staying inside is probably your best bet right now. I am shaking, and my voice is kind of, quivering because I am incredibly saddened by what happened. I don't even know.
Here's the thing. While in the Chicago area, where the tornado has passed by, the storms have passed. And maybe some residual rain, maybe a long-distance lightning, but that's very rare that it happens. But still, there are a lot of hazards out there that you don't want to be in, that it's best just to stay home and just stay out of it. But really in this area, this is just a situation where I'm sure we're all shocked, we're all saddened. You know, I'm having a hard time just trying to keep composure on this, and it's not easy to take all this in, but you know, we all just have to work for this, and we're all gonna get through this together, and we're all going to come out of this stronger. So